guys, welcome back to my channel Grammar Gurus. Today I am back with my first lesson on figures of writing. The topic that I'm going to introduce today is idioms. What are idioms? Idioms are a group of words or phrases whose meaning is completely different from the words or phrases individually. What I'm trying to say here is that the meaning of the idiom is completely different from the meaning of the words or phrases individually. Why are idioms so important? Well, idioms are like a dash of ginger in your chai. They completely elevate your style of writing with elegance. It's like, why wear plain or boring clothes when you can wear fashionable clothes? So, similarly, idioms are fashionable clothes of speaking. They make you stand out. So, do watch the video carefully as I have handpicked each of these idioms specially for you to enhance your style of writing. Today, I'm going to teach you how to be fashionable and stylish in your writing. Also, I will be assigning a small test at the end of the video in order to check whether you were listening attentively. So, do pay attention, be all ears, and let's start with the first idiom. So, the first idiom is two peas in a pod. So, are we talking about peas in a pod? That is, by peas are mutter, and pod is the shell in which they remain. So, do we literally mean that we are talking about peas in that shell? Well, no. What we are trying to say here is that to be very similar or to look alike. How will we use this idiom? Say, for their example, there are two brothers who look exactly like each other, or they are twins. So, instead of saying that those brothers look alike, we can say those brothers are like two peas in a pod. So, if you have noticed, peas in a pod, the peas look very similar to each other. Similarly, the brothers look very similar to each other. Let me give you another example. With our glasses on, my best friend and I look like two peas in a pod. So, guys, moving on to the next idiom. I have very rarely seen anyone use this idiom because it is a little typical. Well, the idiom is when pigs fly. Now, what do you think? Do pigs have wings and are they actually flying in the sky? Well, certainly not. The idiom means an impossible event, that is something that is unlikely to happen. For example, it is impossible to have two birthdays in a year. Now, instead of saying this sentence, what we can say is, when pigs fly, I will have two birthdays in a year. Let me give you a very simple hack of using this idiom. First, make a list of all events that are impossible to happen. For example, the sun will be cold. This is an impossible event. Or the earth will be black. This is also an impossible event. Now just add the idiom when pigs fly in the beginning. So the sentence becomes, when pigs fly, the sun will be cold. When pigs fly, the earth will be black. So do use this trick and do tell me two sentences at least with this idiom in the comment section. Now guys, let's have a look at this idiom. Do the trick. Are we actually talking about some magic show here where any magical trick will be performed? Well, certainly not. The meaning is to work or to be the perfect solution. Now let's have a look at the usage of this idiom. When you need to cheer up, going outside to play is the perfect solution. Instead of framing the sentence this way, what we can say is, when you need to cheer up, going outside to play does the trick every time. Let us understand this idiom with another example. Think of a problem. Suppose the computer stopped working. Now, what was the solution? Mother suggested to reboot the computer. So, how can we frame the sentence using this idiom? Well, the sentence becomes, when my computer wasn't working, my mom rebooted it and said, this should do the trick. So, guys, moving on to the fourth idiom in today's lesson, on second thought. So, are we actually talking about two thoughts here? Well, definitely not. Let's look at the meaning of the idiom. After thinking about something again means when we are deeply pondering over a thought. How will we use this idiom? On second thought means when I deeply pondered, on second thought, I think I would prefer tea over coffee. Let us look at another example. On second thought, look at the idiom. It usually comes in the beginning. On second thought, I think I would prefer the green shirt. So, what we are trying to tell here is that this idiom is very simple to use in your day to day language. Whenever you are trying to emphasize on deeply thinking about something, you can simply substitute it with on second thought. Now, moving on to the next one, a drop in the bucket. So, are we actually talking about a bucket here which has some drops of water? Well, definitely not. What this idiom actually means is a very small amount. Now, let us look at the following sentence. Giving money to charity may seem like a drop in the bucket, but all donations can help. So, what we are trying to emphasize through this idiom is that small actions can lead to big results. Now, the next idiom and the last idiom of this section today is to hit the sack. Now, are we really talking about a bag which we are beating here? Well, of course not. The meaning of this idiom is to go to bed. And guys, it's a very simple idiom to use. So, just instead of saying, when I am tired, I like to sleep, what you can say is, when I am tired, I hit the sack. Another very common way of using this idiom is, just think, when do you go to sleep at night? Say at 10 p.m. So, what can you say? Each night I hit the sack at 10 p.m. So, guys, I really understand that it is not possible to memorize so many idioms instantly. But honestly, if I were you, I would go over this video again and again till I get a hang of these idioms and I'm able to use them in my day to day vocabulary. Because who doesn't want to look stylish? Who doesn't want to look fashionable, especially in your speech? Trust me, you would be an apple of everyone's eye. You would be the show steller and the showstopper. So, guys, I have a simple test assigned for you. If you really enjoyed the video, if you understood the lesson, then do answer the test in the comment section. It's very simple. You just need to match the answers correctly. Left hand side is column A, it where I have mentioned the idiom. Right hand side is column B, where I have the definition of each idiom. So you simply need to match the idiom with its definition. I would be waiting for your answers gladly in the comment section. So guys, see you till then, and do remember to subscribe my channel, like, follow, and share. Bye bye. Take care. Be safe. And remember, daily dose, better prose.